welcome to the Divine Power Life of today, which is the Lion's Gate special transmission. And we are officially the Lion's Gate, as you all know, is on the 8th, but we are still in the frequency and in the energetic portal of the energy of the Lion's Gate, where Sirius and Orion are quite in conjunct with the Sun, and as well where really the frequency and the energy of the Lion is in its heightened energy. And I'm sure if you want to know more about the Lion's Gate, there's a lot of stuff around out there, so it's not my forte, but I'm more in the feeling dimension, and for me, I'm experiencing these energies in a really strong way, like bringing me as well into the next level of my power and letting go of perhaps old habits and patterns, really witnessing them on a deeper level. And hello, welcome to people that are joining. Please let me know where you're joining from so I can understand the web that we are creating today. And thank you for your little emojis and for being here. And before I go into the topic of today, I just want to share with everyone a refinement process that I have been going through and that is going to reflect in my business. So if you are you're going to be seeing some changes to come and a refinement to the people that I'm working with and that I'm offering my work. And I just wanted to speak a little bit about that, because what happened is that around 2 weeks ago, I've had a bit of a traumatic experience where we've been down the river and we've been robbed with a gun. And hi Benjamin, also nice to have you here. And so what happened is that we've been down in the river and we've been robbed with a gun, and all of that brought up a lot of deep trauma on a deep cellular level, and the memory of my being of not feeling safe. I mean, quite understandable. And I feel it triggered some ancient things. So it took me really a couple of days of deeply sitting with it and deeply allowing all the energies to move. And after that as well, I worked with some somatic therapists that I know around here, and receiving deep massages and all that, which allowed the energy of that trauma and of that experience to release. And from that space allowed me to drop deeper into my body and into the presence and into feeling safe. And it came with a big process of a lot of energetic and emotional cleansing. It was really profound, and I feel I'm still like slowly coming out of it on the other side. And basically where it has brought me to is this refinement of my service, of really bringing my service out to healers and mystics and leaders and all the beautiful beings of us that are already living in our purpose and mentoring and coaching and serving in that way, but that are ready to step into the next level, so that are ready to step into really expanding their capacity on how to hold space and expanding into that next level of holding an energetic container, but as well into the next level of your own energetic mastery. So to not get drained by people, by places, by airports, by whatever, especially for the ones of us who are so sensitive. And as well expanding in the showing up in your power and in authenticity. So that's what we're going to be going to in depth today. But it's really for everyone. But my work is going to be focusing on those people, because I've been one of them and I know how important it is. And it's as well the balancing and embodying of the inner divine feminine and the inner divine masculine energies on a deeper level. I'm not going to go too much now into all of that, what that means, but I am going to be making more posts and sharing about it, so you are going to be understanding and seeing and feeling it. But I wanted to share that with you all here today, so that you know and can understand when you see like the changes that are going to come, of why they're there and how I've come to that place. All right, so today we're going to be speaking about moving from abandoning yourself into owning your power. And again, you can apply that to your business, and I am going to apply that to that, but I know that some of you are maybe not having yet their own business and are in a different stage in your life. So I want to say that you can really apply that. It's for everything, because honestly, the way how you do one thing is the way on how you do everything. So first of all, and I'm going to just take my notes so I can be really clear with everything that I'm speaking about. So I want to talk a bit about that sensation of abandoning ourselves and what that truly means and how that plays out in our lives. So basically, one of the things is, for example, not listening to our own needs, not listening to our own desires and what it is that we truly want and what it is that our soul is calling forth, but we are still doing all the other things. And then through that, we on some level create a separation and a split in our consciousness, because we are abandoning that part of ourselves that is calling forth for more, that is maybe calling forth for the next level, that is maybe calling forth to work with a mentor or a coach that can as well support us to go there, that is calling forth for all of these things. But we are still in that frequency of fear and of limitation and of the comfort zone, and we are staying in that thing where it's like yes but no, but yes but no, and flip-flopping in and out of that. And another way on how we are abandoning ourselves is by, like, one of the posts that I recently made, and some of you may have come even to that live through that post, where I was sharing on how deeply I cherish and love money, and how for me for a long time it was really difficult to say that because of belief systems, because of my own spiritual journey, where I spend time in ashrams and where I spend time in certain spiritual communities and beliefs, where I thought, loving money is something really materialistic and it's so greedy, and if I'm like that, it means that I'm greedy, and I felt really ashamed around that. And for a long time I was just denying it as well and was not really looking at it. So it was like, just generally, that's an example for me, but maybe there are other things that you love and that you like and that you do, but you feel ashamed for them and you don't want people to know. So it's really like a deep level of abandoning that part of yourself, and it can go from all ways of money or of like your sexual desires or what you like or what you don't like, or even in the community of people, like being attracted to the same sex or whatever it can be, right? It can be so many things, and that we really feel ashamed for them because we believe that we are going to be judged. And the truth is that underlyingly we are probably judging ourselves for being there. So I invite you to after this to take this on a really deep level and maybe journal around it and ask yourself, where am I still hiding my truth? Where am I still hiding what I love? Where am I still hiding my desires? Or where am I still hiding even something that you don't feel so comfortable about? You know, perhaps, let's say, the story of what happened to me, of being robbed on the river and all of that is something, you know, obviously really vulnerable, but I felt guided to share it with you all. And in the same time, you don't have to go out and share it on social media, but you know, where would you still feel ashamed for that, or ashamed for something that you are experiencing, or ashamed for certain emotions or so on, thinking that they are not good enough, thinking you shouldn't have them. So whatever it is, when there is this shame, it's really an energy of hiding, and it's really an energy of abandoning that part of yourself, because at the end, that part of yourself has something to share. That part of yourself is ultimately a gift, is ultimately here to bring you into the next level of your awareness. And if you are not listening to that part of yourself, and if you are hiding it, then on some level you are hiding your power and you are hiding your gifts. And often it can as well be around our families, depending what kind of culture. For example, my father is actually from in a Muslim background, from the religion. So for me, for a very long time, it was so difficult to just show up as myself and show up in, you know, the beliefs and the practices that I resonate with, because I was just really scared, not only of being judged, but really of being, what is the word? Like being like on a deeper level, just being killed, or being, because you know, there was such a strong mismatch in the belief system. So I just wanted to show up as that person that would fit more into his paradigm back then. And it took me a while to dismantle that, you know. So it's like, where are you acting in a certain way and differently, and feeling and experiencing yourself differently than you truly are? And it may even be around work, colleagues, and all of that, you know. And then as well, bringing that back into, if you're a soulpreneur and if you're having your own business, like, where are you not showing up in your fullest authenticity and in your fullest radiance because of fear of judgment? Or the other way around, maybe in that moment you're not feeling fully radiant, but maybe you're going through a process. So where are you not showing up in the space that you are at right now, as you are, you know? And because of all those fears. And at the end, it always comes down to that fear of being judged by this other person. And on a deeper level, it may even be a fear of being killed or being burned at the stake, and all the things that we experience. So I really invite you to journal with that and to dive really deep with those fears. And if there's something that is coming up for you that you feel right now that is there, please just make an emoji, so I can understand that you're receiving this, that you're resonating, because it's so important to we all have those fears. So just pop in a little emoji, or put some thumbs up, or if you want, you can even write a comment on what it is for you, where you feel you are abandoning yourself, and we can even speak a little bit to that. And as well, if you're watching the replay, please feel free to share. So anyway, this is, as I said before, this is just so important for us to tune in onto this deep level of vulnerability, of where are we still hiding. And then when we can do that and explore that, we can perhaps go into the situations of where the source from, into the lifetimes of where we actually have been killed for speaking our truth. and all of that. So I just wanna another thing as well is when we let our ego run the show instead of our divine self. And it's difficult sometimes, because especially when we're going through emotional processes and things, then all these doubts can come up, and all these fears, and all this unworthiness, and all these insecurities. And it's not about suppressing them or pushing them away, but it's about being aware that that's not truly who we are, and on a deeper level we are the divine. And sometimes it can be difficult to get there, and that's why we do need those somatic practices and really going and healing on a cellular level. And that's the work that I do with my students, to go deeply into those spaces beyond the mind, so it can be healed and not just replaced with another affirmation. All right, so then moving from that into fully owning your power. And I just want everyone to take a moment and feel into the sensation of owning your power, and how it feels like. Like, how would it feel like for you if you would just own your power? What does it even mean to you? And you're welcome to share. Please share in the comments what it means to you to own your power, or what, when you tune into it, what is coming up for you? What's the feeling? How does it feel like to own your power? And by putting it here into the comments, you are affirming it. You're bringing it into the physical reality. So I'm just giving some space for people to share. Seems like today people are a bit silent, but it's okay. Just really inviting you to tune in and to share with us. Okay, well, no, not so much sharing, but if you're watching the replay, if something comes to you later, just bring it and share it with us in the comments. Would love to know, would love to hear you as well. So, first of all, to really own your power is making that choice. Making the choice to say yes to your power. And you can do that right now. And then from that space, to always come back to your divine self, to always come back to the vision on how you're seeing yourself, on what it is that you want to create, what it is that you want to bring forth. And sometimes, especially in our businesses, and when showing up on camera, or whatever it can be that you feel a bit scared of, that is inhibiting you, it can, as I said before, there are all these fears, there's this shame. So to own your power is really to go through them and to go beyond them and just do it. Just do the thing. Even though it creates all this fear in you, just do it. So you can really pierce through the fear, and you can know how it feels like, and you can come out on the other side and be like, wow, actually, this is safe. I am safe, you know, and that's really something I encourage you to do over and over again. And I do it over and over again when there's something where that comes up for me where I maybe feel a bit shameful around, or a process or whatever. I just go ahead and I share it, because I know that that's, for me, it's like liberating the energy around it, and it's liberating perhaps any emotions around it. So really allowing yourself to feel that, and rather than to be stuck by our limitations, by the ego, by the old story, to just pierce through that and expand your energy field. And it's really this, when I experience it, that I can feel it's my energy field going boom. And as I said before, it can come with emotions. I work a lot with, you know, emotions and bringing it into the somatic level. So just allowing all of this to flow and really rising out of the consciousness of the victim, of that you can't do it, of all the excuses of why you can't, and why you're not worthy, and why it's difficult for you, and why, all of that. So just, you know, bring that as well into your journaling process. Seems like we're creating a little journaling process here after this, to really tune in. Ask yourself, where are you still giving your power away? And actually in the files section in this group, I have an authentic empowerment journal, so you can use that, and it's going to help you a lot to step into the next level. And there's some beautiful exercises. It's for free, so you can just grab it. It's in the file section. And anyone who's watching this outside of my Facebook group, please join my Facebook group. It's really amazing in there. I'm going live in there once a week, and you can grab that journal in my group. So just to that. All right, and I'm seeing that the battery of my light is going down, and it's changing the illumination here, but it's all good. So let me know if that resonated with you, if you're feeling it. Pop in a little emoji, pop in a little heart, so I can feel that you're with me, that you're on the same page, before we move into the next level of the energy activation and clearing for the Lion's Gate portal of today that we are still into. All right. So just taking a couple of breaths and coming into the present moment. And calling upon the frequency of the lion, the white lion, the frequencies of the Divine Mother, the Divine Father, the feminine and the masculine, the frequency and the energy of our higher selves, everyone's higher self who's present here and who is as well watching the replay, to be with us, of my higher self. And we are asking now to release any energies, and I'm feeling guided to start at the heart. Any energies around the heart chakra that are creating doubts or insecurities. They're creating this sensation of playing small in order to stay safe. Just tuning into the heart and as well releasing any energies around the need for recognition, or the need to prove yourself, or the need to show up in a certain way in order to be loved, but being able to show up fully authentically and fully believing in yourself. So we're asking for those energies to be released. And really bringing that into the heart chakra. And bringing in the new energies and frequencies of it is safe to love, it is safe to open to love, and is safe to radiate in my power, in your power, no matter what. And I am loved, I am worthy, and I am seen. I am the divine. Bringing that in. That is the truth. So asking for any layers, even in the outer energy field, of doubt and insecurities, any smoke to be released. Re-released and replaced with golden light and white light by the power of the lion. We are calling into the energies of the divine masculine and the king, the lion, that always knows its true connection and its true self, and that never wavers from that inner stability and core root connection to divinity. Bringing in that inner pillar of light, activating that. Rooting into Mother Earth, rooting into, expanding into the cosmos. And from that place, it's so much safer to open the heart, because you feel deeply connected and rooted, held and supported by your inner divine masculine. And we're bringing that energies in as well, feeling deeply held and supported by the inner divine masculine. And stabilizing the lower chakras of any shakiness that is in there, any unsafety, fear of showing up as one's true self, and the fear of being killed or persecuted. In the root, releasing it back into Mother Earth, creating one unified connection with Mother Earth and your body. And now bringing that pillar of light and frequency up through the upper chakras, up, 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 balancing and restoring each one of them. And asking for all the mini healings and upgrades and new codes and frequencies to be integrated in one's Hara dimension, in one's vertical power column. Asking for golden light of protection, safety and nurturing to be placed around everyone who is receiving this transmission, for deeper integration, openness, and clarity to come forth. Deeper embodiment and love with one's divine self. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done. Let me know how that felt like. As well, if you are watching the replay, just share your experience on this. And as well, if you like this, if you want to receive more of these energy clearings and activations. And if you resonate with everything that I've shared today with my work, and if you're really ready to step into the next level of your power, to the next level of your gifts, and to the next level of your radiance, and showing up in this full safety and authenticity and radiance, and just as you are. There's really no right or wrong. There's just you as you are. So if that's something that you feel deeply and are ready to move into that space from a deep embodied level through somatic healing and expansion practices to cellular rewriting and a complete reset of your energy field, please let me know. Make a little comment in here and say I am ready, or if you feel inspired, you can book a free clarity call with me where I'll be sharing with you a little bit more about my work, and where I as well gonna support you in already creating that map for you on how to get to that spot, to that place. And it's completely for free. It is my offering to you and my service to love. So if you feel inspired, just share a little comment in here and I'll send you the link, or you can find the link in the description or in my bio. All right, beautiful ones. The light turned off, but the inner light continues to shine. I send you so much love, and I see you all next week in the next Divine Power Life.